A very tall son named Barron. Has anyone ever heard of him?
President Trump, we love you. Oh my God, we love you.
Barron, we love you too, man.
Oh my God, that's Darren. Stop. Melania!
When Donald Trump made his grand return to the presidency on January 20, 2025, the headlines naturally swirled around the man himself: business mogul, reality TV star, and political firebrand. But as history turned its gaze once more toward the Trump dynasty, a new figure quietly stepped into the spotlight: Barron William Trump. Once known primarily as the tall, camera-shy kid standing silently beside his parents, Barron has blossomed, both figuratively and, let's be honest, quite literally, into a towering, enigmatic young man. At 18, standing a shade over 6 feet 3 inches, 1.90 meter, Barron has become the center of worldwide intrigue. With a last name that demands attention and a wardrobe that whispers custom tailored, he's not just America's prince, he's the Trump family's mystery card. But behind those velvet curtains of wealth and celebrity, who exactly is Barron Trump? Is he merely the pampered child of billionaires? Or is he quietly preparing for a bigger stage, one step at a time? Let's take a peek respectfully and with a dash of good-natured curiosity into the life of the world's most watched teenager. A childhood draped in gold and privacy. Born on March 20, 2006, Barron is the only child of Donald and Melania Trump. Unlike his older half-siblings Ivanka, Don Jr., Eric, and Tiffany, Barron was raised not on campaign trails or boardroom floors, but in the elegant echo of Trump Tower's marble hallways. Barron's early years were the architectural equivalent of a royal fairy tale. Picture this: a penthouse in Trump Tower decked out in gold leaf, crystal chandeliers, and carpets that probably cost more than your car. Some call it tacky, others call it for sales meets Manhattan. Either way, it's safe to say his toy chest didn't come from Target. Despite being born into this opulence, Barron's upbringing was marked by surprising restraint, thanks in no small part to Melania Trump, a woman who, despite the paparazzi's best efforts, managed to give her son something few celebrity kids ever get: an actual childhood. Melania, the ice queen with a heart of gold. If Barron is the mystery, Melania is the mastermind. The Slovenian-born model turned first lady made it her mission to shield her son from the chaos that came with being a Trump. While other first kids were waving on the White House lawn or throwing the first pitch at baseball games, Barron was often, well, not there. Melania kept him away from cameras, away from microphones, and most of all, away from scandal. When Donald Trump won the presidency in 2016, Melania even delayed moving into the White House so Barron could finish the school year at his Manhattan prep school. That's $100,000 a month Upper East Side parenting at its finest. And when they did move into 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Barron didn't just get a new room, he got a wing, complete with private tutors, full-time security, and probably a few butlers named Jeffrey. Okay, maybe not that last part. The ghost prince of the White House. Barron Trump's years in the White House are something of a folklore among political watchers. He was the rare first child who didn't become a meme, did not drop a mixtape, and didn't star in a Netflix documentary by age 15. Instead, Barron quietly studied at St. Andrew's Episcopal School in Maryland, known for its academic rigor and near-zero tolerance for nonsense. Unlike his father's Twitter feed, Barron's life remained refreshingly offline. Occasionally, he'd be spotted disembarking Air Force One or attending major events. And every time he did, Twitter went into cardiac arrest. How tall is he now? Why does he look like he stepped out of a GQ cover shoot? Is that a Gucci suit on a teenager? The answers, in order: very, genetically blessed, and yes. Style fit for a prince, literally. Let's talk fashion. Barron's wardrobe is what would happen if James Bond had a baby with a Ralph Lauren ad. From a young age, Barron wore perfectly tailored suits, crisp shirts, and Italian leather shoes, shinier than a new Bentley. Thanks to Melania's modeling background and eye for detail, Barron has never had a messy hair, don't care face. No Marvel pajamas in public, no Crocs, no Fortnite hoodies. Just clean lines, designer brands, and an aesthetic that screams, "My allowance is probably your salary." At Trump's 2017 inauguration, a 10-year-old Barron showed up in a formal black suit, red tie, and leather dress shoes that likely required their own TSA check. Price tag? Somewhere around $2,000. And that's not including the probably custom watch on his wrist. Is he a fashion influencer? Not officially. But if Barron ever dropped a capsule collection, rest assured, it would sell out before he even said a word. From golden crib to global stage, in recent months, especially during Trump's 2024 campaign, Barron has started to make more frequent public appearances. Gone is the shy kid from the sidelines. In his place is a poised, confident young man who knows how to work a camera without even trying. Where once he stood behind his father like a Secret Service agent in training, now he stands beside him like a young leader, stoic, calm, and just mysterious enough to drive social media wild. At 18, Barron has become something of a teen heartthrob, not that he's trying to be one. He does not post thirst traps. He doesn't flirt with fame. He just exists. And the world loses its collective mind every time he does. Is he headed for politics or plot twist? Hollywood? With his refined manners, statuesque looks, and high-profile lineage, Barron Trump is primed for just about anything. Politics? Sure. Business? Naturally. Fashion? Definitely. Movie star? Wouldn't be the wildest Trump twist. Of course, the trillion-dollar question is, will he follow in his father's political footsteps? At the moment, Barron seems content being the world's most stylish enigma. He hasn't expressed political ambitions publicly. No interviews, no speeches, not even a Make America Great Again Snapchat filter. But insiders whisper that the Trump family sees him as a next-generation Trump, a kind of reboot of the brand, but with better hair and no Twitter meltdowns, yet. A fortress called Trump Tower. Before the White House, there was the Golden Kingdom of Trump Tower. The family's triplex penthouse valued at over $100 million was Barron's first playground. Spanning 5,000 plus square feet, with views of Central Park and a decor theme best described as Liberos meets Sisser. The apartment featured everything from marble floors to diamond chandeliers to what we can only assume is a golden juice box holder. Barron's room, rumored to be a mix between a billionaire's dream and a young prince's fantasy. Luxury toys, original art, rare gifts, and carpets thick enough to lose your shoes in. Add in 24/7 private security, chefs on standby, and a full concierge team, and it's clear that spoiled doesn't quite cover it. Try preserved like fine wine in a humidity-controlled luxury vault. The price of privacy. Barron Trump's story isn't just one of wealth, it's also a tale of careful isolation. Living as the child of one of the world's most controversial figures is not for the faint-hearted. Every smile, every glance, every hair out of place is dissected by the media. And yet, through it all, Barron has remained largely untouched by scandal or misstep. This isn't luck, it's strategy. A result of deliberate planning by Melania and the Trump inner circle, who have created an almost impenetrable shield around the young Trump heir. In a world where kids go viral for doing the floss dance on TikTok, Barron Trump has somehow remained an enigma, more Gatsby than Gen Z. What's next for America's quiet power? As Barron enters adulthood, the world is watching with bated breath. Will he speak out? Run for office? Launch a fragrance called Executive Elegance? For now, Barron Trump remains one of the most intriguing, stylish, and reserved figures in American public life. He is a product of immense privilege, yes, but also of careful upbringing, intense protection, and a mother who saw beyond the glitz to the boy within. Whether he steps into politics, business, entertainment, or chooses a quieter path, one thing is certain: Barron Trump isn't just a background character. He's a story still being written. And if the past is any indication, it's bound to be a very well-dressed story. And there you have it, Barron Trump, the golden boy of American politics, fashion, and mystery. What do you think? Will he follow in his father's political footsteps, launch a fashion empire, or surprise us all with something totally unexpected? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe.